I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in a down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there with the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
And welcome to Phil's Gang. Coast to coast around the country, Off the Wall Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Where's the red wave? Anybody find a red wave? There's no red wave. I didn't see any red wave. Amazing, wasn't it? Incredible. Where's the red wave? Now, Fetterman, if you really, what really gets me is this, is that I told my members yesterday, I said, look, the day before the election, I said, well, let's go back further. When we started earnings season, I said, make sure we stay long with the spiders because we're going to do very, very well. Because you always do well when there's earnings season. They always rig the stock market to go up there in earnings season. And we did. And we had between 5 and 12% gains, our members. And then I said, let's keep long the spiders going into the election because they'll keep pumping at it. They'll keep pumping the market up going into the election, and they did. Then I said, the day of the election, I said, look, I don't think much is going to go on. This was yesterday. And I think, though, the day after, like today, I said, the day after, you usually have a rally. You have a relief rally, a short covering rally. And historically, you've always have a rally coming out of a midterm election. And then sometimes they go back to the Christmas rally, which starts 1 week before Christmas and stops January 2nd. And then you have another rally after January. Everybody's putting money back into the market. But I said, look, all of a sudden I see that we're supposed to have a very slow day, election day, while everybody's waiting for returns. All of a sudden, boom, the market goes up 500 points. I said, whoa, what's going on here? How come we're having a relief rally on the election day and we haven't got the returns in? So I told my members, start selling into this rally. Well, everybody on these fake business news networks, CNBC, Fox Business, telling everybody to buy. And I said, no, don't do that. I said, let's sell our oil. Now, our oil stocks are up anywhere between 20 and 40%, depending on where you got in. Remember, the best performing stocks this year has been oil. With this downtrend started in January. Think about that. This market's been crashing since January. It's still crashing. And the best performers have been the oil stocks, energy stocks. We've done terrific with them. We've been in those for a long time. So I said, let's stay in those. And then yesterday when I sensed, I said, wait, something's going on here. So I said, as we're rallying up 500 points, let's start selling our oil stocks into the rally. Let's sell into it. Say to all the people running for all this stuff, here, you can have mine. Here, take mine. And then sure enough, what happened? There was no red wave. And then the market went down today instead of rallying. So by having the knowledge to short, we took our oil stocks. Okay, first we were been with those oil stocks for a long time, took our profits, sold into the 500-point rally, identifying that today most likely the market would go down, and then we turned around and we shorted the oil stocks today, called swing trades. So again, if you know what you're doing, who cares about the noise? Who cares about the election? Who cares? Doesn't really interfere what you're doing in the stock market. As long as you have a tool and a way to follow the money, where's the money going? Not only in the sectors, the 11 sectors, which sector of the 11 is the best, okay, or which stock in that sector is the best, you can just follow it. It's easy to do, follow the money, if you have the correct tools to do it with. And that's why I'm begging people every day, would you please come to my website? Okay, first come to my YouTube channel. And on the YouTube channel, every morning I tell you exactly what I think the market's going to do. And you don't have to be a member. It's free. Just go to my YouTube channel, Phil's Gang YouTube channel. And every morning I explain what the market's going to do. Just like I did, by the way, 1 year leading up to the crash. 1 year leading up to the crash, I said I'm going to every day, every Friday, tell you why we're getting closer and closer and closer to the crash. And it was beautiful. We brought it up right up to the day of the crash, and it stopped, and then the market went down. So you get some good information. It doesn't cost you anything. And the other thing, again, if you get that information in the morning, go to my YouTube channel, then why don't you hook up with us for 10 days, doesn't cost you anything, and learn how to execute. Not just buying stocks, but selling stocks short, and learn how to identify which stocks you should be in. Everybody tells you, oh, go buy the staples, go buy Coca-Cola, go buy Clorox, and you get burned. They tell you to buy in the dip, you get burned. That will all stop. Now, we started out with 80. Remember, now this Saturday, we're going to have online, okay, a webinar. Okay, how do you work in this kind of a market? How do you succeed in this kind of a market? So we're going to do a special webinar, okay, that addresses this kind of market. A lot of it's going to be on shorting, and how to manage the stock market crises. Now, it's not going to be a crisis if you know how to sell short. The only time a market is a crisis is for people who just buy stocks and who listen to these dopes. That's when the market's a crisis. The market's always an opportunity. It's not a crisis. When the market goes down, that's not a crisis because the market's going down. That's an opportunity. But you got to know how to sell short. Make money on the way down. So we have about, I think now 14 left, okay, sites. I told you we'd sell it out. We kept it to 80 so that we can get to everybody's questions because it's archived for 2 weeks and we get questions all the time. And it's pretty hard if you got more than 80 and you got a small staff and you got to answer everybody's questions. So we can do it comfortably with 80. So there's about 14 slots left. So why don't you go to my site, philsgang.com, go to the gift shop. It's only $99 and you have it for 2 weeks. But you got to learn how to manage this crisis. And there should never be a crisis for any investor. There should be opportunities when the market goes down and opportunity when the market goes up. Okay, so last night, there was no red wave, and I'm going to address that. But also, first, I want to address this first. Listen to this. This is stupidity right here.
I'm a little surprised that the GOP didn't do better, as many predicted, but we're probably just going to end up with a gridlock as we knew going into the midterms for the next 2 years. And it also kind of, I think, maybe supports the idea of how resilient the consumer is. Even though the consumer is not happy with inflation, they kind of voted for status quo to some degree, right?
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Resilient, the consumer. Do you know right now the only thing that's keeping the consumer alive are credit cards? Do you know we're now up to over $1 trillion in debt to consumers? And you know that almost 72% of the people who have a credit card are rolling it over. They never pay it off. That's what's keeping people alive. That's not resiliency. That's not resiliency. That's being broke. Unbelievable. Be right back after this message.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang. But we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot. at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable. African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandi at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Look, we're going to show you, give you an example. As I said, we've been in Oxy, we've been in Hess, all these great oil companies, and we've been doing well. And then today, we knew enough by watching our chart to, not only did we take profit yesterday, but we said, look, and Friday night we took profit, but we turned around and we sold short. So if you take Oxy, we shorted it, and just in this today, there was a 5% return. What's wrong with that? You got to learn how to do that, and we're going to really spend time on that, okay, on our webinar this Saturday. And I'm telling you, it's 3 hours, and it's really, you're going to learn to get confidence in selling short. And not only sell short, but what sector should you be in? Most people have no idea the difference between a value stock, okay, or a growth stock. They don't understand how the bond relates to the stock market. That's the real problem. Before you invest in a stock, you want to take a look and see what the bond market's doing. If the bond market's getting crushed, okay, then yields are going to go, your yields are going to go up, and your big tech stocks are going to go down. So you can always tell, should I get in my tech stock? Should I get in Apple? Should I get in my tech stock? By looking at the bond market. If the bond market's getting crushed, doing very poorly, then you're going to have yields going straight up. Now, yields right now are at 414 basis points. Nobody's going to buy a tech stock. Are you kidding me? But you'll know that, and then you'll be able to sell that stock, making money as it goes down. And you're going to have confidence because you understand why your Apple, your Microsoft is going to go down. Instead of listening to these dopes telling you, hey, buy Apple, buy it on a dip. No, short Apple, because now you know if the bond market's doing poorly, your tech stocks are going to go down, not up. Those are the little things you learn. If you just learn one thing like that, it's worth $99. So check it out, please. Okay, so last night, we're talking about the credit cards, right? Yeah. So the credit cards, people are in real trouble. The one thing you can possibly do with your credit card, but you got to be very, very careful. Banks offer these credit cards, okay? For example, they're called, I think, balance transfer credit card. And you got to be very careful. Wells Fargo has one called Wells Fargo Reflect, and Citi has one, Citibank, Citi Simplicity. And they'll give you interest rates for 0. So you can transfer. You got to find out how much they'll let you take the debt you're paying 18 or 20% on your credit card. And you can take that debt and transfer it over to either Wells Fargo Reflect card, or you can transfer it over to Citi Simplicity card. And then you get for 21 months 0 interest. But you better pay that off at the end of that 21 months. Because then you're going to be right back in the same old game, paying 18% interest, 12, 18, 21% interest. But at least you can get some relief. But you got to be disciplined. You got to cut back on spending. You got to do something. That's the only way you're going to get out of debt. But people aren't getting out of debt. They're just going to get another credit card, 5, 6, 7 credit cards. So this guy telling you how the consumer is resilient. Remember how many times we heard how great the consumer is and how rich he is and he has all this cash? Remember where all that cash came from? All that cash came from were all these stupid programs, okay, that Biden put in place, these social programs, and especially when they said, hey, no more. We can put a moratorium on you paying rent. Don't have to pay rent. You don't have to pay your mortgage payment. Don't have to pay utilities. And we're going to send you 2 checks instead of just your state unemployment check. Federal government's going to send you another check. And we'll send you a check for this and check for that. Before that, people had all this money, and they wanted to spend it. There's great demand, but nobody was working to produce the goods they wanted to spend, and so inflation went through the roof. So, listen, the only way you're going to bring this cost down, this inflation down, is through bringing down energy costs. And last night was a very sad thing that happened, because last night Biden is not going to sense he got a referendum from the people in the United States. That's right. He thinks he's doing terrific. Do I hear all day long how great they're doing? How Biden's doing great. Instead of sending him a referendum, tell him what he's doing is horrible, he's killing us, people didn't do that. Everybody was saying first on the list was inflation, but they didn't vote that the first thing on the list was inflation. Not how they voted. And we were hoping that if there was a red wave, then all of a sudden Biden, like Clinton, finally got it. Like Clinton, we'd hope that Biden would move to the center instead of to the socialist side. But what a sad thing last night. The only referendum came from Florida. They're the only ones that sent a referendum to say, Biden, you suck at what you do. You're killing us. But everybody else seemed to say, oh, everything's okay. Everything's all right. Everything's going to be fine. We trust you. I mean, horrible. Just horrible. You know what I couldn't understand last night either? I understand the red wave. But Fetterman, my God, do you know who this guy is? And Barack Obama backed him and embraced him? He is so radical. And he receives all this support from Barack Obama, even though he knows about Fetterman. He knows when Fetterman was a lieutenant governor. He appointed to a parole board a convicted cop killer who ended up being his best friend, a convicted cop killer. And as lieutenant governor, he had the parole board communicate 46 prison sentences. These weren't for smoking weed. These were violent crimes. People got out free. They're armed robbery, rape, assault. He got 48 prisoners, their sentences commuted. And then he got, when he was on that board as a lieutenant governor, okay, he got 13 people who were murdered. They were convicted murderers, 13 convicted murderers. He got rid of their life sentences, sent them out on the road. What the hell's going on here? I get back. We'll talk more about this.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%, lumber's up 67%, heating oil, 60%, gasoline 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
With the Phil's Gang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, We recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay. So, again, the market that you're so frustrated with, you don't have to be frustrated because you're missing on one component. How do I make money when the markets go against me? The answer isn't going buy Coca-Cola or Clorox or some staple. That's not the answer. There's no place to hide in the market when it's going down. The answer is you go with the flow. The answer is you sell short. And selling short is so easy, your kids can do it. I'm telling you, it's not hard, especially with our color-coded chart, our patent color-coded chart. For God's sakes, we make it so simple that the color tells you, okay, short, stop, add, don't add. I mean, it's so easy. So check it out. It works. Just join the gang, free, don't cost you a penny for 10 days. And then again, why don't you try coming to our Saturday webinar that we're having online? It's only $99. And you're going to learn how to deal with this market. It just drives me crazy. People, they just don't short. Okay, here's what drives me crazy. This was before the election. I predicted to my members, and I'm going to play it for you. This is what I said to my members about how I thought that Oz would win, but he would lose, and how Herschel Walker would win, but he would lose. That I said, no way will the Democrats allow those two seats to be won by Republicans, because those two seats are the only seats that stand in the way of impeaching Biden and putting in jail his son and his brother. That's what stands in the way. Pennsylvania is known for rigging ballot boxes, for God's sakes. They got the worst reputation. Now, I said this before the election. I said this yesterday at 8 a.m., just as people were starting to put their go vote. This was 8 a.m. yesterday, my message to my gang members. I'm hoping it doesn't happen, but my guess he's going to lose. Oz is going to lose. He's going to win, but going to lose. I think the same thing is going to happen in Georgia. I think Herschel's definitely going to win. But again, he's going to lose. He's going to be denied to be over 50% of the votes. They're going to rig it so he can't get over 50%. They want to put him into a runoff. Okay, they have another runoff because that's where they can really play games with the mail-in ballots and all that stuff, so that he'll lose fair and square. So those two races got me very worried, because those are big races, and the Democrats are going to do everything to cheat those races. That's right, because they don't want that. That's the only thing that stands in the way. Because remember, the Senate, okay, they're the one that they do the impeaching, and then they get one of the Supreme Court judges as the judge. So they do the prosecuting, the Senate. So that's why you saw them rig these numbers. Okay, and the other thing too is they knew that if Herschel Walker, they made sure that he wouldn't get more than 50%, and you put him into a race on his own, that he doesn't have enough power to make it on his own. He got as far as he did because of name recognition, but he also got there because he was on the same ticket with Brian Kemp, who was running again for his second term, I think, as governor of Georgia. So he was on the same ticket. So that momentum that Kemp had helped pull him over the fence, but it wasn't enough. So now make him go out on his own, and he doesn't have that momentum from Kemp, he's not going to win. And they know that. That's why they did that to him. So that's what's going on. Now, remember, as I said to you, that it amazes me that as lieutenant governor, Obama knew. Remember when Obama made that remark in 2008 and he got really hammered for it when he was going through Pennsylvania and campaigning, and he made a remark about these small town Pennsylvanian people, they're being bitter and they're clinging to guns and religion. And happened to be that McGilla the gorilla, Fetterman, jumped in and defended Barack Obama. Now, even so, does that make it right that Barack Obama knows this guy's no good? He's so radical, it's unbelievable, that again, imagine he appointed a cop killer to the parole board as lieutenant governor. And then he commutes 46 prison sentences, including violent crimes. And then he took 13 guys with life sentences, and they were convicted murderers, and they're on death row, and he said, go home. This guy is nuts. He's nuts. And again, he also let this guy out that he murdered some woman with a pair of scissors, stabbed her 150 times, just mutilated her with scissors. He let him out. How can anyone have any respect for Obama when Obama knew all this? And then the same thing. He's such a phony, Fetterman. He opposes vouchers, school vouchers, for kids that are stuck in a rotten school. They can't get a good education. And so he opposes all vouchers for them, but he sends his kids to a private school where he has to pay for each kid $35,000 a year, and he gets that money from daddy. So, this guy is horrible. There's nobody as crazy as this guy, as radical he is. But that's what went down last night. So now we're in a situation where, again, the stock market doesn't know what to do, doesn't know how to quite read this, okay? And when you have a situation that the market is just what's the word? The market's just unsettled. That's where we start getting opportunity, when it's unsettled, okay? When it doesn't know, it's trying to read the message, and what the message was, and they're talking about all day. They're just, everybody doesn't know what to do. I know what to do. I'm going to follow the money. This morning, money started to come out of oil stocks. We were up anywhere from 20 to 40%, and just by looking at my chart, I knew let's short. So I said to my members, let's short Schlumberger, Hess, and Oxy, and I did one more, MRO. I said, just do swing trades where you're in these for 2 or 3 days until we see that it's going to be, they're going to sell off much more. So we can at least get 2 or 3 days out of it. We're up 5% on Oxy already. And so again, the market is confused, but it doesn't matter to us. Let it be confused. So I don't know. It's just funny that what happened here last night. I mean, it's just disgusting. It's just terrible. So that's where we are with Fetterman, and so Oz just had no chance. And again, it's over. This is really bad for the market, for people in 401ks, because now we have no chance of Biden making sure that, he goes and he fights inflation and he opens up oil wells and he starts fracking again, and he won't do that now. He feels the people of the United States that you're doing a good job. Okay, we like you and keep going, and we're going to back you. That's the message he's got. I mean, it's terrible. So, but it doesn't matter to us. The market goes up or down because we're equipped to deal with it, and you should be too. So, go join my gang, free for 10 days. Also, sign up for this Saturday.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Warning: Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days, philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What, are you nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
Welcome welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Listen, I know you love the big tech stocks. I know you love Apple. I know you love Microsoft, NVIDIA. I know you love all these big tech stocks. Don't make a mistake and start buying these tech stocks. The only thing that's going to happen with these tech stocks when they do rally, the shorts will be covering. In other words, if I sold the stock short at 70 and it goes down to 20, I've made a lot of money, but I can't grab that money until I buy it at 20. I got to buy my position back, and that's what makes it go up. And then Wall Street tells you buy on the dip. When they see it going up, they know it's not new money. They know it's somebody like me who already sold it short, and now I got to buy it back to collect my money. Then as it goes up, they're trying to convince you, oh, look at this, buy the dip. Boy, look at that stock go up. Make sure, if you're going to look at Apple or Microsoft or the FANG stocks, Google, Amazon, make sure you don't touch those until they at least break through the back under 4% on the 10-year Treasury yield. You got to be under 4%. Matter of fact, you really better be under 3%, okay? 3% as an investment. Trade maybe under 4%, maybe 320 basis points, something like that. But please don't make the mistake you're always making is you just jump in and you buy on a dip and you don't look at the bond market. You got to marry the bond market. You can't invest in any stock, swing trade, position trade, long-term trade, unless you know what the bond market's doing, okay? And we're going to talk all about that on November 12th, this Saturday, okay? And we talk about this stuff when you join the gang. That's our job, is to make sure you know what the hell you're doing. Now here's somebody who doesn't know what the hell he's doing because he lies all the time. Listen to this lie right here. Listen to this. Guess who this is? Lying Joe.
My administration has not stopped or slowed U.S. oil production. Quite the opposite.
Really? Then he says he doesn't remember his lies.
No more drilling. There is no more drilling.
What a lie that is. You got to drill. You're not going to get rid of inflation. And because there was no referendum last night just from Florida, Florida's the only one who spoke up and said, we hate you. We hate you. You're an idiot. You're destroying our country. You got to get this inflation off our back, and the only way you can do that is start producing oil. And for example, when he said he never stopped producing oil, right? He said he never stopped or slowed oil production. Really? He stopped Anwar, and we're producing 880,000 barrels a day. 880,000 barrels a day. And 20 miles to the north of us, guess who's drilling? Russia. And they're grabbing oil in that same area, and he shut us down. The man's just a liar. Now, listen to this. This is another thing that drives me nuts. Listen to this. This is right here. Look at this.
And at the end of the day, the consumer looks immensely strong, so much so that many people are willing to quit their jobs. They've got so much in savings. It's remarkable.
Remember when he lied about that? Now listen to the spin.
But remember, households have $100 trillion of cash. Well, they're earning 4% now on that. So it's not like how
100 trillion. Households got 100 trillion in cash. 100 trillion in cash. Really? Wow. Gee, why is anybody going to work? 100 trillion in cash. I think I got my 1 or 2 trillion sitting here somewhere. I got to find it. What a bunch of idiots. But they think they can fool you, that you're going to believe that. 100 trillion in cash? There's no cash. Consumers are so screwed. Why do you think the only thing that kept consumers going was credit cards? Now it's up to $1 trillion, and the credit card companies are starting to pull back on people's credit. Give me a break, will you? I mean, I just can't stand this kind of lying. I mean, it's just they really screw you up. And that's why, again, if you're going to invest in stocks, don't listen to any of this noise. Just look at your chart. Make sure you have the right chart. You know how to use it, and you'll always be right. Especially if you're using my charts, because they're color-coded, for God's sakes. Here, give you an example. Let's take Schlumberger. Another trade we made on Schlumberger, it was at around 40 it was around $41. Let's see, yeah, about $41. And today and Friday, we got out on Friday, I think, not totally out, at $54. So $41 to $54. That was a 31% gain. And it was so easy to get because guess what? It stayed red. On September 26th, it was red, okay, at the low of $33.80. And they were telling people to buy it on the dip because it dropped, right? It dropped from a high of $40.45. I said, no, don't buy a dip. Wait till it turns green. And it turned green, and it's up 20%. That means you have a higher probability of the stock going up 20%, buying it at $42.84 rather than buying at its low of $33. And people don't understand that. Wait a minute, you're telling me why didn't you tell me to buy it at 33, Phil? Why are you buying it instead at 42 or 43? Why are you buying it at 43 when you could have bought it at let's say 33 bucks? Because you got a higher probability going up 20%. Because if you get in where it's red, it's telling you you're in a high danger area. It means that as you get in, if I got in that stock and I started to trade it from let's say $33 up to up to $43 at any time, that could have tanked on me. It could have tanked on me, right? So it warns you. It's red. It warns you. And then when it's going to really tank, it turns yellow to warn you. What a beautiful thing. So you got total control of yourself. Nobody can control the market, but you don't need to control the market. You need to control your emotion. If you have a good tool, just like a carpenter or a plumber, if they got a good tool, they enjoy their work. They got a good tool, they do a good job. I'm amazed. I love it when a carpenter or plumber or air conditioner guy come over to our house, fix something. I sit there and watch them because it amazes me. I said, how do they know that stuff? One guy said, well, how do you know how to trade? Good point. But again, you got to have the tools. If you see a carpenter come to your house, his hammer's all taped up, and you look out and his truck the spotlights or the lights on his truck are all broken and taped up and duct taped, and he's got his pit bull duct taped to the chain that he drags along with him, he's not going to do a very good job, right? So it's the same thing with investing. You can do it yourself. You don't have to be afraid. Okay, you can do it yourself. With today's technology, they can't compete with you. Here, listen what Kramer says today, this moron. He turns around and tells somebody to buy today. Where is it? Right here. Listen to this.
LNP. No, Lantis Holdings, Dave. Once again, you surprised me coming to the good name. I was going to hit you with the Danaher. That's an investing club name, and you know the club. But I think that Lantis is a really good idea, and you always bring it. You always bring it when you come to show. Not only Justin Fields, who really showed up with him. She showed up yesterday.
All right. You don't buy LNTH. One, it turned red. It's bleeding money left and right. Also, bring it back on a chart. Bring that chart back for 6 months. It's in a straight downtrend channel. You got a high. You got a high at 87.47. You got another lower high at 78.27. You got another lower high at 73. And then you got another lower high. You got another lower high at 59. So those are lower highs, just like you look at the stock market. If you look at the S&P, nobody in their right mind would be buying the S&P. Why the hell would you be buying the S&P? Okay? Because, again, the S&P, if you're going to go say, I'm going to buy it and hold it. I'm going to buy and hold. I'm going to be a buy and hold, man. They tell me buy and hold. I like that, buying and holding. Really? Well, you go and take your SPY, put it on a chart, bring it back 1 year. Look what you got. You got a high of 477. You got a lower high, okay, of 450, a lower high of 426, and a lower high of 383. Those are four distinctive lower highs telling you the money's only going one way, out. And the only reason it rallies is because guys like me who sold it short from $450 down to $384, I have to buy it back, and it goes up. And they tell you buy in that dip, and you shouldn't. Join my gang. Free. 10 days. Check it out. You'll love it. It works.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's